Well, yet another video in our series of looking at bike parking outside of cafes in Perth. And the whole idea of doing this series is to show councils in Sydney that yes, you can put bike parking near cafes and people will use it and it will bring business and money to those cafe owners. It's a good thing. It's the cheapest possible parking you can provide, even cheaper than providing parking for rowboats and canoes and stuff like that, or cars. So where we are, we're in East Perth in a development called Claysbrook, and this used to be a kind of scuzzy end of town. And then the bulldozers came in, they dug out this kind of bay out the front, and it's now an absolutely very expensive, very nice place to come. Uh, I like coming down here. I don't like the food that much, but the view and the coffee and yeah, not the service, but yeah, the coffee and the view is really good. And on a nice sunny day, coming down here is absolutely brilliant because no cars. This area that we're looking at here, um, no cars on this side. You can drive up behind these buildings on the left. You can residents can park on the other side of the bay there. But essentially, this is a super quiet area. About the noisiest thing you're going to hear is maybe a boat coming in, where because people actually do drive their boats in, park at the wharf there, tie up, come out, have lunch, jump back on the boat, off they go again. So that area back there, which is the cafe strip, has heaps and heaps of bike parking. Now we're going to go under the road here through this subway. And this side has more bars and restaurants. It's not really a cafe kind of scene. And there's almost no bike parking over here. Well, in fact, I think there's none. The only way you can lock your bike up is to lock it to a lamp post or a seat or something like that, or a tree. And I think I understand why, because this end of the strip is all kind of nighttime-y stuff, or people who like to go out and have a drink at lunchtime. And when I mean drink, I mean alcoholic drink, not a coffee drink. Whereas down here, this is all the cafes that open up nice and early. So we've got two bike racks. We go along a bit further, we've got three bike racks. We've got a cafe, which I've never been to that one. We've got two cafes on the corner. We've got more bike racks. And you might be thinking, lots of bike racks, great view, not bad coffee. Where's all the bikes? Well, you need to come down here on a nice sunny day, particularly on a weekend. And the place is just heaving with cyclists, all sorts. You get the lycra clad pelotons down here. You get families with young kids. You get Brompton bikes. You get casual bikes. You get bikes with milk crates on the front. Some that have got trailers with dogs or kids in the back. Electric bikes, everything. And as you can see from the parking here, they're just strewn all over the place. You could think, oh, this is a bit like Copenhagen. There's so many bikes strewn all over the joint. And on a day like this, I would usually just turn around and go somewhere else because you can't get a table because so many flippin' cyclists have turned up for a coffee. But it just goes to show that if you put in bike racks, parking for cyclists, they'll bring in the business to these cafes, and that must be a good thing for those owners.